All right, on to sapphires. I am in my car right now, and the reason I'm in my car is because this is another super windy day. I'm on top of a mountain, and the wind is just kicking, like it's roaring outside right now. So I'm probably going to end up having to do voiceovers because I ruined one video with wind and trying to talk and not thinking about doing a voiceover, and I'm actually going to stop at that place again. So I am at the Spokane bar Sapphire mine, and you go to the Gold Fever Rock shop in order to find it. It's they have a whole list of prices here on their pamphlet. It's open from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week. 3-gallon bag of Spokane bar is $50. 3-gallon bag of El Dorado, it says, is $75. 3-gallon bag of Mother Load is $100. 3-gallon party pack is $100. A gem kit is $35. A pint sample bag is $10. A large screen is $35 and a small screen is $20. Dig your own 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 1 3-gallon concentrate plus dig 1 5-gallon bucket on the hill, $60. Best for groups and families. It's also $10 a bucket to dig it off of the hill, and that's what I did. I did $10 a bucket. Now they have a bunch of other stuff here. Their Monster Mine and Guaranteed Monster Mine, El Dorado Monster Mine. I don't know what this is. Continental US. Oh, order concentrates year round. All right. So, seems like their concentrates is the way they really want to sell stuff. And, in all honesty, the $10 a bucket, from the way that the gentleman that brought me up to this area sounded, it didn't sound like I was going to find anything more than little pebbles, is the way he made it sound. He said he made it sound like rarely a 5 or 6 carat stone will come out of here. And I know that, you know, a great 5 carat stone will cut down to be 1 carat, you know. That's pretty much the valuation I've been told over and over and over again. So, you know, I'm not too excited about that part. He also told me that this was all deposited with a event that happened and moved down this sort of riverway, and that's how all these hills were created. But that the sapphires only go to the bedrock. Now, we're on top of the mountain, and he tells me the bedrock is, you know, from what I'm looking, about 6 feet below the topsoil. And in this area, they only had to move about 6 feet of overburden. So 6 feet of overburden, then a couple more feet down is the bedrock, and he says that the sapphires lay along the bedrock. Now, I'm obviously not a geologist, and I'm just repeating what I heard a couple of minutes ago. So he also said that they tend to deposit 6 to 12 to 24 inches above the bedrock. He also says that the area that he told me about to go in is right near the bedrock. So on that note, I think I'm going to take a pickaxe and I'm going to dig to the bedrock, and I'm going to start around there and rinsing my stuff. Now, what you do is you dig out your main buckets, shake out all the big rocks down to the littler rocks, throw all the little rocks in your bucket, fill your buckets up, take them down to the washing plant. That's what we're doing now. And I'm going to move on to that because my arm is really getting tired from holding the phone. Oh, God. So I'm going to give you a walking tour and pretty much just going to show you stuff because it's so damn windy. Let you get a taste of how windy it is and why I'm going to do overviews the rest of the time. So I'll get to that real quick. This is me blocking the wind. Up here. This is the road I drove in on. Goes all down that way. Beautiful country. So here's one of the digging areas. He said every now and then some 5 or 6 carat stones will come out of where we're digging. So there ain't no monsters by the sounds of it. Looks like another digging area right here. Okay, so he made it sound like this was one of his tailings piles, and that he pushes the stuff that people leave on the ground from here over to here. He was also talking about how people are undercutting the bank, that he didn't like people doing that. You don't find much because it's closer to the ground. At the same time, it does look like an earth mover has been used to push stuff up against the bank. I'm gonna find out, because I'm gonna take a couple of buckets out of here, and I'm just gonna do a test bucket, one from here, one from over there, one from over there, and one I built from over here. And I'm gonna do buckets over there also using, you know, a little bit of sight knowledge and looking around on the ground and digging a bit down. I'm not gonna just grab everything off the top. So, well, I started using their tools, and then I noticed them creaking in my hands. I was using this pickaxe, and I was swinging pretty hard, and it was making creaking sounds. And I mean, look at that. That's dangerous. This is gonna splinter on somebody and hurt them. This one too. So bring your own tools. That's that lesson. Bring your own tools. I have my own. I'm noticing that when I'm digging in these two different areas right here, that they're completely different soil types, and that one of them has this stuff in it he was saying is bedrock. That one right there, it's just all coming out of the top. Now my pickaxe is very buried, and I'm starting to already run out of time because I spent so much time noodling. But I'm going to take some soil out of that one, and I'm going to take some soil out of this other one, and I'm going to make that the orange and the yellow bucket, and we're going to see what comes out of there. So what we're doing right here is we're using the shaker box, and what you want to do is you want to take the smaller mesh and put it on bottom, and the bigger mesh and put it on top. You're going to want to take your soil and put some in, but don't fall inside. Yeah. And then go ahead and shake the boxes vigorously. Make sure you use two hands, because otherwise you won't be able to balance the boxes properly. I started by using one hand when I wasn't on camera and just about dumped the whole load over. So really all you want to do is shake all of the excess dirt off, go through the big rocks real quick, throw them over the side, because most likely you're not going to have a sapphire in those. You'll see me looking really hard because I think I might find something. And at some point, you're going to want to decide there's nothing in the top one and throw that out on the ground. Yay! So now shake all the excess dirt off of the stuff that's in the bottom box. You're not really going to see any sapphires at this point, even if they're in there. Even though I'll keep looking and looking and looking. You just want to get the excess dirt off of them and then throw it inside of the bucket. And get your bucket full. So it took 12 buckets of the soil that looked like this to be cleaned down to fill up one 5-gallon bucket of this rough, ready to be cleaned, looking for sapphires. It's a lot of labor between carrying the buckets and screening them to get it down to that fine soil. It's a lot of labor. And all that dirt came from that berm right there. Although I have to say, it doesn't look like virgin soil when you're digging. This is what the cleaning area looks like. The wind has died down at the moment. But this is where you clean your gravel. There's also a porta potty. Porta potty right there. The gift shop is right there. They have some cool stones inside. I saw somebody finish off a mother lode bag. They had came out with a mother lode bag of 12 carats. There was a couple big green stones in there, probably about 4 carats a piece. Now the wind has started to die down. Another angle of the parking lot. Parking lot right there, front of the building. Our cleaning area. All the old school bathtubs with water in them that who knows how old it is. Don't get it in your mouth and your eyes, people. But your mama should have taught you better than that, huh? Huh, I know she did. Man, that was a lot of work. So I hate to do this to anybody, but I don't have a good review for the Spokane Sapphire mine, Spokane Bar Sapphire mine. They even warn you before you go up there that the sapphires that come out of there are extremely small, like the size of, a little bit bigger than the size of grains of sand, like very small pieces of gravel. I found zero. I found some clear that might be it, but I don't even think that was it. I think they were little pieces of agate. I found a pretty stone with some pyrite on it, and I also found a really nice red jasper rock that I gave away. But it's a lot of work for very, very little to no payout. They told me that they had somebody the other day find a 5-carat stone out of their mine. It's possible. I noodled for about 2 hours. I looked around on the surface for about 2 hours, over 2 hours. I didn't see any color. Then I was able to fill up 2 buckets after which to fill up the 2 buckets after sifting was actually 24 buckets of soil, which was backbreaking to say the least. After taking it down the mountain and then washing it, which took another 2 hours, there's absolutely nothing inside of it. And after watching some other people that had bought some of the bags that came from the El Dorado, they purchased a $100 bag, which was the mother lode bag. I saw 2 very nice green, about 4-carat stones inside of their bag. I'm not sure if you'd even get a carat cut out of it, but for $100, you know, even a 1/2 carat nice green sapphire, I think would be worth it. So if you're going to come out here, or if you want to get something from them, I would order a bag that is from the El Dorado. As far as the feed dig goes, 1 star. I would not send anybody out here to do this amount of labor for so little finding. It's just not worth it. And I think the mine owners know it's really just not worth it too. So if you want something, buy the salted bag. It's more worth it. Well, I hope I'm in camera shot this time, because I just did one where I'm not in camera shot. Let me make sure the film is adjusted on me. So it's the next morning after me digging at Spokane Bar, and I had a few rocks in my pocket from when I was digging up there that I hadn't washed, that I washed after I got out of my shower last night. And one of them was this really cool green jasper on the outside with like a orange creamsicle color jasper running through the inside of it, and with little gold flecks. Like, it was really cool. I don't know what I did with it. Also had a there was some really cool red and blue jasper up there. I also saw what looked like some monstrously awesome looking agates, but I didn't wash them because they were on top of the mountain, and I only brought small pebbles down. I honestly think it would be a much better dig.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left on Highway 1.
I'm not even driving right now. I think it would be much better dig if you went out there and brought some of the big rocks down with you. If you sift all the dirt out of everything, and then maybe bring 2 buckets down, one with small pebbles and then one with some of the bigger rocks, I think you're going to find some really cool jaspers. I think you're going to end up finding some really cool agates. I think you're going to find some really cool collectible rocks and some really cool, jewelry piece rocks. But the mining itself for sapphires on top of that mountain is not specifically abundant. There's not even an abundant amount of small sapphires. So on that note, sapphires are my wife's favorite stone. We lost a ring. Somebody stole a ring out of our house a couple of years ago that I had bought for her that had some amazing sapphires in it. And so I decided that, and we decided that I'm going to drive a couple hours out of my way, and I'm going to stop by the Gem Mountain mine, which has a really good reputation online. I've read a few people's blogs that have been here over the years that have found some really nice pieces. On that note, we're going to buy a couple of buckets here and sift through that and see how it goes and add this onto the video. Nobody likes getting skunked, so we're going to see how these $25 buckets at the Gem Mountain mine go. And set, go. Don't forget to subscribe and share my YouTube channel. And if you want to know where I'm going to be before I post the video, follow my Facebook page, Mining America. And you can also get some of the crystals I dig at my Etsy store by the same name. Thanks for watching.